Going on, guys? Precious Metal back with a cold steel product for you. Today is the Warcraft Tanto. This just came in the mail maybe I think 2 days ago, so not exactly an unboxing here, but definitely a first impressions. So we'll take a look at the packaging here. The stats are 40-34 stainless steel, 8.5 ounces, 5.5 blade length, 10 1/8 inch overall, 5 millimeter blade thickness, 4 5/8 handle, made of fiberglass reinforced nylon. First, we'll talk about the sheath, then we'll measure up the blade. Just a regular Secure X sheath. With this one, though, mine came very, very tight at the spine here. So I had to use a heat gun and warm it up a little bit and play with the handle, just loosen up. I didn't, yeah, like I said, I just rubbed it up, twisted the handle, and it got a lot looser. But there are some scratches on the blade. I'm not sure if they'll be visible on camera. Get some different light angles there. I think you can kind of see them on this side. You can just see that it was rubbing up against something. Maybe I'm wrong. Can't see it, but yeah. Overall, the sheath needed some work, but after I heated it up with the heat gun and played with the spine a bit, it got a lot looser. So there's not much to complain about now there. If you noticed this, I'm sure you did. It's a large cold steel clip. The rivets are perfectly compatible for the size of these holes here, so there's no shaking. Super secure. The little C shape here keeps it secure on pretty much anything you're wearing. It doesn't have to be a belt exactly. So, moving forward, we'll take a look at the blade length. What'd they say in the box? 5.5? Yeah, okay. So we'll start from the choil as usual. I'm looking at 5 1/8, almost a quarter. We'll do overall. Move this over a little bit. Overall, we're looking at, yeah, so overall we have 10 1/8 inches. What'd they say it weighs on the pack? 8.5 ounces. Let's take a look at that. I'll put this over here. 8.5 ounces, and it's weighing in at 8.6, so pretty damn close. That can always vary with fixed blades anyway, so that's really close because there's a lot more steel you're working with here. So, yeah, when it comes to the handle, really like it. This budget option is great. I feel like with the 40-34, it just brought the price of the knife down by a lot. So now there's no issues beating it up or whatnot, bringing it into the woods, this, that. Like I said, the handle is very comfortable. Reinforced nylon. So I'm sure even if you throw this thing, it's not going to be an issue. I know 411 Outdoors loves to throw his, so he seems to vouch by it. Uh, Other than that, the stainless steel, I have no complaints with the 40-34. The one issue I do have with this knife, they sent it to me with a very wide angled edge. So I'll give you an example. This knife is nowhere near cutting hair. You can hear and see the pressure I'm applying there. So I mean, it might chop a little off, but it's not exactly what we're looking for. Um, yeah, so I'll just have to put my own edge onto this one. That's one thing I'll say. So that with this knife specifically, that'll be two tools of my own I've had to use. There's the quality control with cold steel seems to people are talking about it lately, and just I'll talk about it too. So the quality control is just going down the drain. I'm a huge cold steel fan, so it sucks to see a company I'd love to, grow old loving, uh, just isn't meeting expectations anymore. Even still, I'll stick around to see if things get any better or worse. If that's the case, maybe I won't stick around too long. But what I was going to say is that if you get a cold steel knife nowadays, I would suggest having three things. If it comes with a sheath, I'd suggest having a heat gun. Uh, for any knife, I would suggest having a Dremel, and I would also suggest having a quality set of diamond plates because you never know. It's like playing Russian roulette. You might get a quality edge, and you might not. And then when you don't, you're gonna have to put one on yourself. And not a lot of people have that skill. I'm one of those people. I just bought myself a Sharp All diamond stone set, so I'll show you guys that in another video. But yeah, I'm gonna be one of those people learning as well. So it's just something to note. Not like sharpening knives is a bad skill to have, but at the same time, I'd like to learn that on my own time and not have any pressure behind it. But other than that, I really do love the Warcraft Tanto. The design behind it is great. Um, Feels really good in the hand. I won't lie, the handle's a little. I do have shorter fingers, bigger palm. The handle is a little bit girthy, but it's a little thick. Say something like an SRK, something like that is a better handle. I'm not gonna lie; those handles are great. The ergonomics on those are, bar none. Uh, Overall, definitely love the Warcraft Tanto. It'd be nice to see some increase in the quality control by GSM, just because as of late, things are just kind of falling off. But I'll say this too: people are talking about them not standing behind the warranties. GSM has stood behind warranties with me. I've had two knives replaced by them. I'm not gonna, beat them down there. Uh, in all honesty, I feel like some people that make videos beat their knives up to a point that Cold Steel just doesn't feel like they need to replace them, and I can see where they're coming from. But me personally, I've had no issues, so that's something to take note of. But yeah, guys, as always, like and subscribe. As I promised, the Counterpoint 1 will be coming next video. Thanks, guys.